A Visit from St. Nicholas by Clement Clark Moore.
On behalf of the One World Singers, I welcome you to this first ever virtual concert, Noel, a digital concert experience. Music making is an important part of who the One World Singers is, and we felt like that in this time and in this year, we needed to connect with you, to reach out, to share hope, to demonstrate resilience, and to say that this one world that we all share is our home together. And so we connect across time, across the miles, sharing with you the love of music and of humanity. You'll hear songs of hope and of the season sung by our members. You yourself will be invited to sing along. You'll hear the beautiful handbell music played by the quartet of the Smithtonians, and you'll witness the entire chorus singing together in Noel Nouvelet. So come. Celebrate, revel in the music, and know that you yourself are part of the music making. I invite you to sing along Angels We Have Heard on High. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? songs of happy cheer. What great brightness did you see? What glad tidings did you hear? Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow has fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow. In the bleak midwinter, long, long ago. What shall I give him, poor as I am? If I were a shepherd, I would bring a lamb. If I were a wise one, I would do my part. What I can, I give him my heart. The words of this song, In the Bleak Midwinter, come from a poem by Christina Rossetti. During this time of holiday celebration and reflection, poetry seems to connect our humanity with something spiritual. Here's a poem by Joseph Brodsky. It was translated from the Russian by Richard Wilbur. Its title is 25 XII 1993. For a miracle, take one shepherd's sheepskin, throw in a pinch of now, a grain of long ago, and a handful of tomorrow. Add by eye a little bit of ground, a piece of sky, and it will happen. For miracles gravitating to earth know just where people will be waiting, and eagerly will find the right address and tenant, even in a wilderness. Or, if you're leaving home, switch on a new four-pointed star in heaven as you do, to light a vacant world with steady blaze, and follow you forever with its gaze.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in bright dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dawn bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dawn bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. When the dawn bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
In 1952, Charlie Chaplin made his last film, Limelight. Even though he had aged since his Little Tramp days, he still retained the marvelous blend of comedy and pathos that was his trademark. Near the beginning of the film, he returns to his apartment to smell gas in the hallway of the building. At first, he checks his cigar, then inspects his shoes, and then finally realizes that it is gas coming from the apartment next door. He breaks down the door, rushes in, shuts off the gas, opens the window, and drags the unconscious girl out into the hallway, where she revives. So Charlie Chaplin becomes Rudolph Valentino. I was 12 years old the only time I saw the film, so I hope my memory is accurate. The theme music for the film was written by Chaplin himself, but without words. Later, John Turner and Jeffrey Parsons added words, and it became the song Smile, which I think is appropriate for these times. Here it is. Smile though your heart is aching, smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you'll just smile.
Autumn, close your eyes, your song is passing to silent silver skies and fading light for 1,000 frosty miles. I see voices call and 1,000,000 frozen stars begin to fall. Dust of ivory dancing on water, a cold, sleeping grass. All around a winter dream. For 1,000 frosty miles I see voices call, and 1,000,000 frozen stars begin to fall. Dust of ivory dancing on water of glass, velvet oceans lie in the stream. Crystal blankets cover the cold, sleeping grass. All around a winter dream. Dust of ivory dancing on water of glass, velvet oceans lie in the stream. Crystal blankets cover the cold, sleeping grass. All around a winter dream. Autumn, close your eyes, your song is passing.
The garment of life, be it tattered and torn, the cloak of a soldier is withered and worn. But what child is this that was poverty born? The peace of Christmas Day. The branch that bears the bright holly, the dove that rests in yonder tree, the light that shines for all to see, the peace of Christmas Day. The hope that has slumbered for 2,000 years, the promise that silenced 1,000 tears, a faith that can hobble an ocean of tears, the peace of Christmas Day. The branch that bears the bright holly, the dove that rests in yonder tree, the light that shines for all to see, the peace of Christmas Day. Add all the griefs that people may bear, total the strife, the troubles and cares, put them in columns and leave them right there, the peace of Christmas Day. Sing along. The branch that bears the bright holly, the dove that rests in yonder tree, the light that shines for all to see, the peace of Christmas Day. The branch that bears the bright holly, the dove that rests in yonder tree, the light that shines for all to see, the peace of Christmas Day.
This song is a Christmas spiritual called Virgin Mary. It comes from a compilation called American Folk Songs for Christmas that was compiled by Ruth Crawford Seeger. I first found it in the Joan Baez songbook. Please enjoy.
Virgin Mary had one son. Oh, glory, hallelujah. Oh, pretty little baby. Glory be to the newborn King. Well, Mary, how you gonna call that little baby? Oh, pretty little baby. Oh, pretty little baby. Glory be to the newborn King. Well, some call him Jesus, think I'll call him Savior. Oh, think I'll call him Savior. Oh, think I'll call him Savior. Glory be to my newborn
star and you surely find the baby. Oh, surely find the baby. Oh, surely find the baby. Glory be to the newborn King. When Virgin Mary had one son, oh, glory, hallelujah. Oh, pretty little baby. Glory be to the newborn King.
This endless night I saw a sight, a star as bright as day, and there among a maiden sung, bye bye Luli, Lule. That lovely lady sat and sung, and to her child did say, my son, my brother, father dear, whilst lie thou thus in hay. The child then spoke in his talking, and to his mother did say, yes, I am known as heavenly King. In crib though I be laid, the angels bright down to me light. Thou knowest 'tis no nay, and for that sight thou mayst delight to sing bye bye Lule.
One World Singers, 84 years strong. Again, we'll present today our holiday concert to you. And we are very thankful for all your giving to us, our audience, benefactors, friends. It really has assisted us throughout the years to continue our programming. And yes, we are One World Singers. We've come together today to give you this concert. This holiday concert is a gift from all of us. We know that our mission is fulfilled every time we share with you, our audience, the graciousness of your presence, because you are a gift to us. We love singing. We love singing. And that is why we do what we do. And we want to present this concert to you from our hearts, from our joy, from our smiles, from our graciousness, everything you mean to us. And along with the generosity, the continued generosity of the Scientific and Cultural Facilities District, they provided some funding for us since the pandemic. However, we have expenses. And like all other groups throughout this country and the world, many, many groups have been devastated by lack of financing. And as the curtains are dark, the stages are dark, but we know that we as One World Singers, we are not dark and not in any way, nor are you to us. So please, we ask you to be generous. If you can, we're requesting some funds to continue our programming for this year and for the next year. We don't know what's going to happen. We have no information on all of it. It's going to be a long, long process, as it has been. It is tiring. It's very difficult. But we again need you to respond to us in some small way. You can contribute directly through our website. And that website is very simply oneworldsingers.org. We are very grateful for anything you can give to us, especially at this time. I know you've had many, many requests, then we know that has been hard. But again, we are grateful even if there isn't a donation. We know the donation is you, our audience, benefactors, friends. And again, may this year, again, be a one that we will close, maybe in sadness, maybe in doubt, maybe in fear, but for the most part, in promise and in hope. Thank you. Thank you, our audience. And we will continue growing as we can. Thank you. I, Steve Padilla, the president of One World Singers, am happy to present this little presentation to you because we love you. And please let us continue to sing. Let us continue to remember, again, all those things that mean so much to all of us every single day. Let us again sing with joy and with promise. Thank you, everyone.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Oh yes, I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, nothing but blue skies. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Real, real bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
This goes out to all my friends and especially family that I might not be able to celebrate with this year. I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have snow and mistletoe. Under the tree, Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, only in my dreams. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my
A Visit from St. Nicholas by Clement Clark Moore. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads.
And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, just settled our brains for a long winter's nap.
When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash.
The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When, what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen.
To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all.
As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too.
And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound.
He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack.
His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath.
He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
He was chubby and plump and right jolly old elf. I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself.
A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk.
And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose.
He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle,
And away they all flew like the down of a thistle.
But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight,
Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide bright. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Merry Christmas, everybody.
As we move toward the finale of our program, the virtual choir piece Noel Nouvelle, sung by our singers and rung by the Smithtonian Handbell Ensemble, the One World Singers gives thanks to you, wherever you are around the world. However your year 2020 has been, we are grateful that you have chosen to spend this time together. Music making this year is an act of defiance. It's an effort. It has required us to think and act and create in new ways. For all of the new things you have learned this year, you did it. You know, in 1936, when a dozen or so German men founded a Gesangverein, a singing group in downtown Denver, could those German-speaking founders have imagined this concert and this day? When these recent immigrants, who were unsure of their place in the larger culture, when they banded together for fellowship and music, they knew that they were home. To you, for being a part of this chapter of the ever-evolving history of the One World Singers, we say, you are home. From our chorus to you, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, ho, ho, ho.
Oh
Noel, Noel.